Brock.
Wow! Make a noise!
All right, boys. Starting off, ready?
Hey!
Bolt!
Hey!
Jojo!
Hey!
Dolly!
Hey!
Me!
Hey!
Gus!
Hey!
Center face-off won by Quinnipiac. They bring it in across their Minnesota blue line. Send a goal where they score! 10 seconds in, Quinnipiac, the national champions.
It was not the ending that we wanted. That was a hard one because Brock kind of put his whole heart and soul into that team.
They came a little short there, which was devastating for all of us, and I couldn't imagine what it was like for them.
When that all happened, there really wasn't a lot of processing time. Brock came up and talked to us after, and he was pretty upset. We were all upset. But when he did leave to go find Dad to give him a hug, he's like, "See you Monday." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then, your brain kind of starts to think, what does that mean?
It was a night that was extremely hard for obviously me, my family, all my teammates, but then the next day you get to hear you're playing for the Wild and cheers you up obviously a ton.
So 2 days later, former Gopher captain Brock Faber is in Chicago with the Wild and ready to make his NHL debut.
Yeah, it was a lot of nerves, a ton of family there. Just kind of take the rookie lap and basically black out.
We ended up flying straight from Tampa. We changed our flights and went straight to Chicago because my oldest daughter, Peyton, and her boyfriend were living there at the time. So it worked out good. We went and saw them, and then we all went to the game.
It was fun. It was just nerve-wracking every level that you go up, whether it's USHL or college or now pros. You're just so nervous that can he fit in?
As a parent, I've never really been really nervous, but I think I was because I don't remember a lot of it.
At first, I was watching him and nervous. And then I found out that, I kind of got sidetracked because I'm a Wild fan. So I was watching the Wild.
And over the line, racing into the corner, and Brock Faber wrestles him off the puck.
So I would actually forget that he was even on the ice, already. So that was the strangest feeling I had.
I'd been watching it for 3 years. It was just seamless how he stepped in and did exactly what he was doing with us. Very confident. He's battle tested coming through Big Ten hockey in what we went through. There wasn't gonna be a moment too big for him, and he's only gonna continue to get better.
He's a pretty cool customer. I think, he plays a really mature game, so that helps. So, for me, I just said, go out, have fun. I'll try to help you out as much as I can, talking, communicating.
Playing with these guys, it's, they're just all bigger, stronger, faster, and smarter. It's a different game. It's definitely a different lifestyle, but it's pretty darn cool for sure.
Hey guys, here in Rogers. I'm gonna play some street hockey, sign some autographs. Just about 10 minutes away from home, Maple Grove, so should be a fun night. There you go.
It was my first appearance as a Wild player, so it was obviously seeing all those Wild jerseys and the tents and everything. It was really cool.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I was one of those kids when I was younger. I would look up to Wild players and kind of being on the other end of the stick, if you will. It's special being on this end and, you know, something I don't take for granted.
Hendrickson Foundation, my sister plays for them. Well, I'll have to come to a game sometime then.
There was a ton of people there, which was so awesome that they were showing the support to the Wild and, you know, myself.
Thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for coming. Have a good one, guys. We're at the parents' house here, Maple Grove, Minnesota. This is where I worked on the game a bunch. Writing on the walls, we were planning on getting it finished and that never happened.
I think our basement was always this. I mean, it was always kind of just go downstairs and play.
And it evolved throughout the years into what it is currently.
In the rink in the backyard is when I really got in trouble. You know, as soon as I get home from school, I'd run out there and skate, and then I'd cry if I had to come in for dinner.
I think Brock first got the hockey bug just from kind of seeing all the kids around him whenever we were out and about. He would always get brought along to his older sister's things, and he would see the other kids playing. He's like, well, I want to do that.
This was always my all-time favorite jersey as a kid. This was pretty sure we just wore it for the state tournament in Pee Wee's. Osseo Maple Grove game jersey from when I was a kid, number 12. This was celebrity game for the Hendrickson Foundation. I love this. Hockey changes lives. That's, you know, something that means a lot to our family. That's Olympic stuff. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in here. This is all old stuff. We haven't gone through this in a while, but you know, that's obviously the Olympics was surreal. It's weird because it feels like yesterday a little bit still. I mean, you know, even just skating in the backyard and being down here, it feels like yesterday. But obviously I'm pretty darn happy with where I am right now and, you know, looking to keep that growing. But yeah, it's time flies for sure. Here in Lakeville with the family, watching Paige, my sister, and all of her buddies practice.
Did you see my brother's here, Liz?
Is he or not?
Yeah, he's by my mom and dad standing.
Whether you're a 5-year-old or a 50-year-old, they're all able to come and just play the game. I believe it's put on by Lakeville High School, and the high school players and coaches bring them through a practice and take their time to be with them, which is so awesome.
When Brock was young, he would kind of follow his sisters around a little bit just because he was the youngest of 3. And he would kind of like be there like, oh, you're gonna be in our little play we're doing and you're being this guy. But then as he got older, it was kind of like, wait a minute. He wanted to do something a little more than play house.
Peyton, my oldest, she didn't play hockey as much. She's a great soccer player, but she's definitely one of the smartest people I've ever met. And Paige, she's just given me a whole new perspective on life and the game of hockey and the way I look at people. And without them and my parents, there's no chance I'd be here today. So.
There you go, Paige. Go!
That's what she's best at, is skating. I think she's definitely one of the best skaters out here. It's mostly a competition you can have the most fun now.
Who's having some fun? Yeah! Woo, 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 woo! Let's get it. Here we go. Stick tap. Go!
Tell me a little bit about your brother. Like, do you like going to watch his games?
I like going to his games, yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
Watching him play and learning more on defense because I play defense.
Brock and Paige's relationship is really special because Paige has a passion for sports as well. And I think that she has kind of molded him into who he is just because she was not born with all the gifts that he was. Paige was, just your normal kid running around, playing with Peyton. They're only 13 months apart. And even when Brock was around, nothing really that different. And then we started to just kind of notice that she was a little slower in some things. And as a parent, of course, you're like, well, okay, let's try to fix this, or let's see if there's a learning disability that we can help her learn how to learn better. And then after, multiple visits with different doctors and such, we realized that this is who Paige is. And I think that actually made us relieved. You know what I mean? Like, this is who she is, and she's awesome, and she's happy.
Growing up, they would be outside doing everything, but hockey is their number one that Paige can compare with Brock.
Oh, here we go.
I follow him pretty much everywhere, I guess, as much as I can. It depends on if I have anything or if I have my sports.
She thinks he's, her biggest fan too. So yeah, she's excited when he's there, almost too excited.
I definitely don't make it out as much as she does for me, but anytime I can, I try to. All of her and her teammates and all the guys and gals she plays hockey with love it. So,
what do you think when you look over there and see him?
It makes me happy, and I'll smile.
Wild on three, as loud as we can. 1, 2, 3, wild!
Hi! How are you?
See ya.
Good to see you. How's it going?
What's up?
Do you have fun?
yes, it is.
You make me feel short with those skates.
Really?
Yeah, tall. How's it going, dude?
Say cheese. Cheese.
Every time she gets to play this game, she enjoys the hell out of it, and it's something that maybe at the start of summer, your first skate back, you're so frustrated and angry with the way you're playing, but it's definitely a whole new perspective. It just has allowed me to enjoy every time I step on the ice.
We are at Brock's playoff game. He plays with a bunch of the Gophers, and they play in Burnsville at Lac Lavon. And they have a playoff game tonight against I don't know who, but the parents are making an appearance here tonight.
Just another good excuse to get together.
Yes. Our boys have lived together since their freshman year. It was COVID, and their dorms were right next to each other, and they couldn't really leave. So they became very close, still are. So
It's fun to see. Fires us up. Having some people in the crowd, you'll feel the nerves first at bat for sure.
Brock has been wearing glasses since probably squirts. And the reason we knew that he needed them, actually, it was at Blaine, and I don't remember who we were playing, but there was an empty net, and he was like at the red line, and he missed it. And we were all kind of like, oh gosh, bud, you missed it. He's like, I couldn't see the net. And we're like, what? So then we went in, got his eyes checked, and then he started wearing glasses.
Straight up, straight up.
So Matt Denman Softball League, MDSL, a former teammate of mine on the Gophers started a softball league about 3 or 4 years ago, I believe. Every year it just keeps growing and getting more competitive, and it's a whole lot of fun, obviously, playing a different sport. We were struggling there for a little bit in the bottom of the ninth. I believe, it was 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, and we were probably up 6 or something, but I believe they have bases loaded. Hit it to center, and I could tell right kind of off the bat my center fielder wasn't going to get it, so I just ran behind him and stuck my glove out, and luckily I made the catch. So yeah, a bit of luck there for sure.
That was the best catch I've seen.
Yeah, so I was once committed to Notre Dame, actually, and I left home. I committed when I was 14 or 15 or something, really young, and hadn't left home before. So once I did leave, then I kind of realized the love I have for Minnesota and you know what this place means to me, and knew right away that I unfortunately made a wrong decision, and obviously the rest is history.
It was crazy when I talked to him, and you know, I said, why Minnesota? Because he kind of recruited us. And he said, Coach, my dad and I have been season ticket holders of Minnesota, playing in the U.S. National Development Program, living away from the state of Minnesota. He said, I want to come home. And there's no question that Brock is already had the accolades of being an extraordinary defenseman, and he just had leadership qualities about him. And we were awful excited when he said he wanted to come home to the University of Minnesota.
I think, you know, for me, his first goal, I think here in Mariucci would be a moment that stands out.
Here's Ryan Johnson skating it in. 1 of 3 sophomore defensemen for the goal. Good pass across. Oh, got the score! Nice job by Brock Faber, getting his first college hockey goal on a wonderful feed.
First goal, no fans, freshman year against Ohio State. My D partner gave it to me. I kind of just walked down, shot it.
I mean, he got it in the high slot. Beautiful shot. We kind of called it that is where he scored from. We called it his spot for the next 3 years. And I don't think he scored a goal from there ever again. But
lost it on a clear effort. Faber shoots, he scores! He picked it up about 45 feet out, went a bit to the right, and released a shot back the other way.
Season was over. We'd played in the Frozen Four in Boston, and obviously there's great expectations of he's going to come back. Is he going to sign? And it was just a few weeks after the season, and he walks in my office. You know, his hair's a mess, his glasses are on. You know, we always tease him in his backpack over his shoulder. He goes, "Well, I suppose you've heard the news." I said, "What's that?" He goes, "I'm coming back for my, you know, and we're going to win the whole darn thing." And we got awful close to it last year.
You know, all 3 years I was there was just so many great people. You know, they're all brothers to me and will be forever. And we all had that same dream growing up, and to all make those dreams come true together, it's special. And you know, it's a bond that, you know, can't be broken.
Brock gave his heart to this program and to his teammates. And he didn't feel it was time to leave. And he had another step to make in his career, but there was no conversations with us, with the coaching staff. He did that from his heart. He had unfinished business, and I think it's all going to pay dividends in his career. And I think the Wild are awful fortunate that they got him in that trade.
Morning, everyone. Here on the patio at the apartment, enjoying the view, enjoying the sun. Gonna make some breakfast here and then head over to Tria for morning workout. So come on in. I think we should explain this on camera. We got all the gear inside right here. Me and a familiar friend, Sammy Walker. It's been too hot outside to air out the gear there, and it's kind of been tough. We light the candles though, make sure those are lit whenever we do this, but yeah, kind of gross, I know. Today, we're gonna make some eggs and toast.
You gotta get the sourdough though. Yeah. Sourdough bread.
We love the sourdough bread.
Nothing else.
You know, these eggs are probably done, but I don't like undercooked things. I just can't do it. Last week, we were so scared to undercook the chicken, we pretty much burnt it.
There you go.
That look fair?
Yeah.
6 eggs, scrambled. That's it. That's all you need. No cheese, no nothing. Healthy amount of hot sauce, though. I put no butter on my toast.
I think it's so crazy.
A little bit because I'm too lazy, and a little bit because I just like the crunch.
Well, you get the crunch regardless.
I know, but it's like a softer crunch. I like this like a full-on crunch.
I think that's crazy.
Driving through Dinkytown on our way to St. Paul, so obviously that brings back a lot of good memories, a lot of happy times spent on this campus. Summer, I was doing school, I believe. I was writing an essay, I think, and I had my phone across the room, or else I'd just go on my phone, and it kept buzzing and kept buzzing and kept buzzing. That's when I found out, and I think I called my dad first.
I was at Home Depot, and he called me, said, "Dad, I've just been traded." I go, "To who?" He goes, "I don't know yet. He just said good luck." And I said, "All right." He goes, "Oh, it's being reported. I've been traded to the Wild."
Can't even really express how happy I am to be able to stay in Minnesota here. Obviously, I'm a Minnesota kid. I love Minnesota more than anything.
Seems like not that long ago, but I look back, and when he was in first grade, he'd be like, "Mom, I'm gonna be a professional hockey player." And you know, as a parent, you're like, "Yep, okay," you know, supportive. And then you're like, at what age do we say, "Well, honey, you know, not everybody can do that," you know? But now here he is, and I'm just like, wow.
He's a first-class athlete. So from a physical standpoint, he's a world-class skater. And he has excelled every time, whether he was with the Gophers or USA Hockey winning gold medal or in the NHL. Where he shines, he's always going to shine. But he's got another side where he's going to keep getting better.
He did really well getting thrown into the fire last year. He's an exceptional player, and I got to spend the summer here training with him as well. You can just tell he's explosive as hell, great skater. He's a kid who's going to have a long career in the National Hockey League.
Well, we want him to be a little more offensive. I think he's a guy that's always been kind of a stay-at-home, steady guy. Yeah, we want him to do that. We want him to play strong defensively, but there's no reason why his skill set can't translate into offense at the highest level.
Summer's gone by quick, but, you know, kind of grateful for it because all you want to do is play hockey, but just build on my game and contribute as best I can. And obviously the end goal as a team is to win a Stanley Cup. So, you know, doing anything I can to help the team do that is what I'm willing to do.